God damn it, K. Francis. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 1-0. 1-0, God damn it. It don't get no damn better than that. Come on in here. Come on in here. We go. It's time to really turn the fuck up. You hear me? It's time to really get hyped. D Cash, Shelly Lowe. Oh yeah. Hey, Sideshow Rob. Come on in here. Y'all come on in here. QT. Marco Cash. Come on, baby. Y'all come on in this motherfucker. We gonna set the vibe real quick and we gonna jump this shit off. We ain't got all night. I'm victorious. We victorious. Week 1. And it was pretty interesting shit today. Preseason game week 1. Real interesting shit today, to say the least. To say the least. Come on in this motherfucker. Step on that like button as soon as you come in. Because y'all already know what time it is. Yeah, while y'all at it? Yeah, y'all know. Come on in while I set this vibe. Chill with me for about 2 minutes. Let's go, goddammit. Let's go right now. It's time to get into it right now. Let's go. Come on in this motherfucker. Donna B, what's poppin'? Lazo, what's good? Hey, we got a lot to talk about. It's a lot to fucking talk about. A lot to take from this week 1 preseason victory. There's a whole lot. Could have lost this motherfucker. Could have lost this game here. It was truly hanging. It was truly on goddamn life support. We almost lost this motherfucker here. But we definitely gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it right now. Right goddamn now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, real quick, let me goddamn show the love in the chat. Y'all know what time it is. We ain't gonna play no games with it. We gonna go right in. Shout out K. Francis. Shout out Side Shop. What's poppin', baby? Shelly Lowe, I see you. D Cash, Omar Tillman, Marcos Cash. Oh yeah, we in this bitch. QT, Austin Wright. Yeah. Who that? Who we got right there? Bleezo Gotti the God. What's poppin'? Hey, look, if you're new to the channel, step on that goddamn subscription. Man, let me feel you over here. Shout out to Bleezo. Who else we got? We got C. Dougie in here. Kid Doug Jr. Provident IQ or Prevail. What's that? Providale IQ? What's up, my G? More worship. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You already know. Hey, shout out some Shamar Smith. Shout out Lonzo, Donna B, of course, y'all already know. Roscoe Dash and this motherfucker. Cheese Tot. Yeah. Joe Fowler. What's poppin', Joe Fowler? What's poppin', my G? Shout out Lamar Griffin. Shout out, who else is that? King G704. What's good? Come on in here. Glenn White, what's poppin', baby? Shit, yeah. Let's go ahead and jump off into this shit, because we got a lot to talk about, man. Now, I don't know where I want to start first. I really don't. I really don't know where I want to start first. I mean, I got so many points, but I guess we'll just start with the obvious. I guess that's where we'll go. We'll go with the fucking obvious, right? And the obvious being. The obvious being, fuck that. Let's go on and get Matt Corral ass out the way. We're gonna go jump off in Matt Corral's ass. Now I'm not gonna jump off and tear into him and say he's not what he was advertised to be, because today I felt like Matt Corral was in a no-win situation. I mean, you throw him out there with the damn bottom of the barrel as far as talent go and offensive line. So I saw a lot of Matt Corral in there. Mind you, his very first pass was a completion, and then from there he went 1-6. See, and Matt Corral, they had him under heavy pressure. My young nigga was running for his life, I felt like at times I felt like he was on a one read system. You know what I mean? At times when and mind you, he only had the motherfucker came out. He came in the game at the 8 minute and 8 minute 18 second point in the fucking fourth quarter. So you let PJ Walker eat an entire quarter and change up. I felt like they put him in a no-win situation. Because for one, Matt Corral set the bench all day. He was anxious. I bet you he was anxious. Motherfucking dick was hard in the second quarter because he knew he was ready to go. So now you got him sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting shit, and the nigga done cooled off. It's a whole bunch of things that went into that shit. But I didn't see what I thought I was going to see out of Matt Corral. For one, I thought I would see way more time. I thought I would see him get way more snaps than he did. I felt like PJ Walker got too much of a look today, whatever the fuck that was about. You know what I mean? I feel like PJ Walker got way more opportunity than he should have got today. So with that being said, I don't understand. I don't understand fully what that's about. Q, what up, my G? Black, hey, Black, what's poppin', Black Matt Rule? Hey, Shinobi, shout out Shinobi. One love, Shinobi, for orchestrating the whole Discord thing today, man. Shout out to Shinobi. Shout out to everybody that was in the watch party with us today. Shout out to everybody who bought the link, sent their $5 to get in. I mean, I would love to know how y'all enjoyed it. I always enjoy it. We talk instant football. You get raw emotion. You get play-by-play commentary, whatever the fuck you want to say. And it was done live. Shout out to Shinobi for putting forth something great. And in the future, the Discord thing will be to go now. You still may have to purchase your $5 entry link, but it ain't nothing like it. It ain't nothing like it watching the game, especially if you're not there. To me, it's better than Fan Fest. You know what I mean? It's way better than Fan Fest. And if they can charge a motherfucker $10, you gonna get way more. You'll get way more football camaraderie out of the watch parties. But either way, back to Matt Corral. It was times he looked pressured. He looked pressured like a motherfucker. Now, one thing I will say is, pre-snap. Pre-snap, Matt Corral didn't come to the line looking jittery at all, regardless to the type of game he had today. Now we still got the win. He still put together a game-winning drive. So regardless of what you say, in the preseason, Matt Corral amassed the game-winning drive. He got us. He was down by 1 point. He got the ball back in the fourth. He took the ball back down close enough for Zane Gonzalez to nail that field goal. Now, while we there, shout out to Zane Gonzalez, because now we got a fucking field goal kicker. Now, mind you, Joey Sly kicked on the opposing team today. He yanked one. He yanked the very first kick of the day. This game was won by the field goal kicker today and the defensive backfield, but we're going to get to that. Don't even worry about that. Shout out to Zane Gonzalez. We have our field goal kicker now in Carolina. The boy is solid. He's solid out there, and during the last play, the last series, when we knew we was trying to get in the field goal range, Zane knew that we was trying to get him in field goal range. And when we got him close enough, what Zane do? Now, he could have yanked it, but Zane didn't. Zane nailed the fucking field goal. So shout out to Zane Gonzalez for one, putting points on the board first, and two, winning the game on his leg. And on top of that, regardless to the game Matt Corral had, that suck fuck ass string of offensive line they put out there to protect him today was horrendous. You know what I mean? The offensive line, as far as third stringers and all of the deeper depth on his team, they're horrendous. It's a couple players on there that could be better. I pulled out a name, for instance, but shout out to my man Q, Black Cat Panther Podcast. he's gonna be critiquing the offensive line. I'm gonna wait till he does his job. You feel me? But either way, at times Matt Corral looked heavily pressured. He did. I mean, he didn't really have much time. I felt like he was also inaccurate. When in training camp, he was very accurate. Matt Corral was very accurate in training camp. But what I will say is it was signs or traits of Matt Corral's college play that showed his face today. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, and since the game is over, a lot of Panther fans saying, yeah, sit Matt Corral at least a year. He still needs at least 1 year. After preseason game one, throw it in the fire. You out there with the worst of the worst as far as your protection. But a lot of people are saying that, so we gotta at least entertain it. So but my biggest fucking strike against Matt Corral today was the fact that he looked so much as a one read quarterback. It's like times when he dropped back. Now, granted, the line was deteriorating, but when he dropped back, it was like his first read not there. Matt Corral took off, and it was times he took shots today he shouldn't have. Let's just put it like that. He took a couple hits today that he shouldn't have taken. And I don't want to see that from him. I don't want to see that. I don't care to see that. I don't need to see that because he won't last long doing that dumb shit. Keep doing that dumb shit. You'll be out of Carolina faster than they brought your ass in here. So please, Matt Corral, in the future, protect yourself, nigga, especially in the preseason one. Ain't no need for that shit. And a lot of that shit you did, Matt Corral, as far as that one read shit, actually put us in a predicament to where we could have lost that game because shit, but shout out to Matt Corral and having a game-winning drive in his preseason debut. I will give him that. And I will give him the fact that I still feel like he kept composure after all of that shit. I mean, and it was horrendous, man. The Matt Corral's 8 minute and 18-second start time to the bell it wasn't nothing too pretty about that shit. Now I'm gonna really do some more critiquing, but from what I saw, like I say, he looked like a rookie. He really did. He didn't look like Sam Howell. I tell you that shit. I tell you that shit. Sam Howell looked like he came to play. Now, mind you, but that's another conversation for another fucking day. But anyway, like I say, Matt Corral start time, he started, 1 for 5, 15 yards. You know what I mean? His very first pass was a completion. So some would say he started off hot. Look, if you're enjoying the content, you already know what to do. Step on that goddamn like button. Run the lights up. You know what I mean? Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed already. Share the video if you into that type of thing. You feel me? And if you want to show some extra love, you already know what to do. Jump in the Cashapp. Big U, little N, double K, 2021. But anyway, Matt Corral started off 1 for 5, 15 yards complete, and shit, quite frankly, he was off the field faster than he got on. He was in and out on his first series. It didn't look too good. But that's Matt Corral. I can't wait to see and I don't know exactly what they had planned for him today. I mean, I just don't know. I feel like Matt Corral should have had PJ Walker slot, and PJ should have had Matt Corral slot. Now, since we're on the quarterbacks, let's just go on and get those out the way on what we saw today. Now, granted, Baker Mayfield played a quick series, looked good, moved down the field, put us in field goal position. We got points out of Baker Mayfield first drive. As any fan, any football fan, you that's all you can ask for. points on the first opening drive, whether it be a field goal, whether it be a touchdown, because ultimately that opening drive field goal was the reason we won this ball game. It also equated to the win, basically. So Baker looked like he needed to. He didn't get sacked. He got out. He took off when he had to. Reed wasn't there. He got out of bounds. He moved the ball methodically. So I give Baker what I thought he was gonna do, and he came in and performed for his little time. Now, as far as Sam Darnold go, I told y'all in camp, to me, Sam Darnold didn't really do shit wrong. He didn't really do anything wrong to where it was he would have lost the backup quarterback position or the second string quarterback. He did nothing in training camp to lose that. Now, what I did say was that Matt Corral was pushing him to take that spot. I said, if I remember correctly, I said he was a fucking scat pack or something coming down 85. I told you he was actually pushing Sam Darnold. Now, I say that to say Sam Darnold's play today was one of the reasons we got the win. Was one of the major reasons we did get the win. Sam Darnold was actually the better quarterback out of everybody if you look at it. But Baker had a short time. Sam Darnold had a nice amount of snaps. If you ask me, I feel like him and PJ Walker pretty much had the same amount of time. So because I'm getting ready to go to PJ. I'm getting ready to get to PJ because I also critique PJ Walker. He was kind of inaccurate. He was very inaccurate during this time out there. You know what I mean? Inconsistent to say the least, but he also was able to generate some points, you know what I mean, via touchdown, you know what I mean, on the ground by the running back. PJ Walker, very inconsistent at times. I think somebody said in the live watch party today, they say, "Yo, Unc, PJ gonna give you throws from time to time, but he can't be consistent," and that was a fucking fact. PJ was inconsistent today. Had he been more consistent, now, I say that to say this. Let's say week 2, if PJ's still on the team and PJ gets the amount of snaps he got this week. If PJ can come out and consistently play like he did today, then I would have to question the inconsistency thing. But the accuracy, PJ was all over the fucking place. I mean, that nigga was all over the place with that ball and ball placement. I say that shit. His ball placement wasn't too good today. You know what I mean? But PJ, I don't think I ever regarded PJ as being one of the most accurate at all. You feel what I'm saying? So I say that. Look, PJ, like I say, next week, if when PJ gets his time to play, should he still be on the roster week 2? Then if PJ consistently has the performance he had today, then like I say, there's still a battle going on at quarterback, just not for the number 1. Now, far as 2 and 3 go, yeah, especially if PJ Walker's still on the fucking team coming into the next week of the preseason. And PJ Walker's still there. There's still a battle going on, and I actually seen it. It looks like if by the looks of it today, it looks like PJ Walker's in battle with Sam Darnold almost. If y'all can see that, because I'm looking at the time spent on the field today amongst the both players. So if the quarterback for the number 2 spot is Sam Darnold versus PJ Walker, then I just don't fucking get what the fuck going on. I say to y'all, and I know for a fact that Matt Corral has ingratiated himself in Charlotte I know for a fact he had a good camp, but I can't for the life of me tell you why he's not getting the attention he deserves as far as preseason snaps, as far as practice. I mean, what the fuck is going on? Does this coaching staff like PJ Walker? That has to be the question, and especially leading up to week 2. And shout out to the whole team. The next game is Friday night, 7:00. We going out to New England Patriot game. Friday night, 7:00. I think we'll run another live watch party there because they're very informative. I fucking love the camaraderie, the camaraderie. So we gotta be there. We gotta be there. Gotta be locked in. Now, like I say, Sam Darnold, he didn't really do much wrong today. Shout out Danny the D for say Friday Night Lights. You got there right. I can't wait. I can't motherfucking wait. Yes, I mean football is back, man. Football is back. I'm thinking about which jerseys I'm finna go out here and buy. You hear me? It's time to really get back embedded in this shit. Get back engulfed into Panther football. Get back embedded. You know what I mean? It's time to dig the fuck in. You dig? It's time to dig the fuck back in. So but back to the layout, back to the goddamn topic. I said now as far as quarterback play go, Matt Corral looked like a rookie today. I'll leave it there. But I also realized that there's still a quarterback battle going on, but it's between PJ Walker and Sam Darnold for the number 2 spot. This is what I'm seeing now, and I'm almost willing to stand on that. We know where the number 1 is. Baker, I mean, hell, like I told y'all, he played one series and then he took his and put a t-shirt on. Like he should have. But that's needless to say. We got the quarterbacks out the way. Now I want to talk about the offensive line. I really want to talk about the offensive line today. And like I told y'all in previous fucking lives, I'm not looking at their pass protection. I told you today, watching this game, I was not looking at how well they held up against in this pass protection. I didn't. What I mainly want to see is how we did on the ground. How was our run game today? And I'm gonna tell you something. Today, our run game was subpar to say the least. I mean, I didn't even go back to see the numbers, and I do final stats. I'll fuck around and look up final stats. Somebody in the chat, tell me what we finished with on the ground. I'm talking about yards, rushing yards, and yards per average. Yards per carry. That's what I want to know. I know we scored a touchdown. I know we got a touchdown in the red zone. That's always a plus when it comes to the run game. So I know we can get physical when it comes to the goal line and goal line production. What I also saw, shout out to Cosmic Tron. What's up, baby? Rockhead 81. Yeah. Come on in here. Trill 1. Come on in here. But yeah, like I say, with this offensive line and as far as this run protection, to me it was subpar today. To me, I think, and I'm just guessing here. I'm thinking we averaged about 3.5, maybe 4 yards a clip today. That's maybe. I think we ran the ball about 20, 24 times, if I can say the least. I think we ran the ball about 24 times today. I'm not sure, but I think I'm almost accurate. But we did score with a touchdown in the ground game. And today, what I did see that training camp that was hopped on in training camp was the fact that this offense coordinator, Ben McAdoo, and the scheme, Ben McAdoo really came in and made it a fucking goal to emphasize on red zone offense. So today we was in the red zone quite a few today. Today we was successful on third down conversions until Matt Corral got out there. But as far as third down possessions go, we was pretty good there, somewhere around 80% today. You know what I mean? If we could go in the season and average 80 to 85% third down conversion rate, man, please. We winning ball games there. That's what the fuck we doing. We winning ball games there. So nothing really jumped out at me as far as the running game go. Chuba didn't play much today, but I'm assuming this run protection will look better once Christian plays. Christian to make them look better than what they are. You know what I mean? So I'm assuming they'll be better because I was really advertising them as far as the run protection going. Today they didn't look too good to me. Today the type of run game we had today ain't gonna last or won't win many games. We have to be multi-dimensional. Today the wide receivers look good. Our wide receivers look good, and I realized, I went into the day expecting them to look good, and today they did. I'm talking about across the board. We had a few names make a few plays today at the wide receiver position. C-Dog, what's good, my G? I mean, C-Dog, I tell you what I was impressed with, nigga. C-Dog say he wasn't impressed by much, but I was very impressed with my defensive backfield, cornerbacks and safeties. Shout out to my cornerbacks and safeties for one, interception, for two, forcing a turnover. Jeremy Chin forces shit loose. Shit. So with the two turnovers we amassed today, which means we won the turnover battle, which means 95% of the time we should win the ball game. My defensive backfield created those turnovers. There's one pick, there's one interception. Today I told y'all, if they're going to be any fucking thing I said they was going to be, it's going to have to show its face today. In preseason game 1, it will show its face. You can't hide no bad bitch. She gonna show her face. You know what I mean? If you got a bad wife at home, sooner or later you gotta take her to the cookout, nigga. She gonna have to go to the goddamn cookout. So you know niggas is gonna be like wolves. So shit, you can't hide that motherfucker. So I say that to say the defensive backfield had to show their face today if I believe they're going to have 20 plus interceptions this year. So, and they did. Mind you, there was no CJ out there, bitch. You know what I mean? Mind you, there was no JC out there, bitch. I mean, this defensive backfield is way better than what the fuck we saw today. And mind you, if you look at the depth, as far as defensive back go today, a few of those pieces was on display today. Shout out to Oliver Thomas. Shout out to Oliver Thomas. Y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. Somebody asked me in the Discord today what I thought about that battle when Terry McLaurin had Oliver Thomas out there by himself, and what happened? What the fuck happened? Absolutely nothing. Carson Wentz took a few shots on us deep today. What happened? Tell me what the fuck happened. Not a goddamn thing. This defensive backfield, and mind you, they better than what the fuck they have. Listen, man. Listen. We notches, a few notches better than what the fuck was on display today as far as defensive backfield goes. So I say that to say this. They are who I fucking said they are. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They are who the fuck we said they are. Believe that shit. And in week 2, they gonna be on display in week 2. I will say this today, and I think I said it. I think I said it last night that this defensive backfield will see some good quarterback play today. And no, I said that this morning on the Zoom live. They actually did. shit, with Sam Howell coming in the game, you had Tyler Heineke, Carson Wentz. Each one of those quarterbacks was trying to put pressure on them boys in the pass game. They tried. Each one of the quarterbacks, shit. And if you ask me, I watched it. Riviera had a game plan from jump. If you think about it, Riviera ran the ball early and often. What you trying to hit us with body shots. He was trying to gas us for the second half. Now, if you look at it, the shit worked. But if you look at it, Matt Rule also made an adjustment. Matt Rule finally made a late game adjustment, which also got us ultimately to win by 2 points. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty, especially Matt Corral stick. Hell no, the game took a whole different. It had a whole different temperature to it. Then once Matt Corral came in at the 8-minute and 18-second mark, the game took entirely different. It had entirely different temperature about it. I'll say that. Now we still got the win. Shout out to my motherfucking Carolina Panthers, 1-0. And after preseason week 1, it's gonna be a lot of teams that lose. And look, just watch the major media. Watch what they say about the Carolina Panthers. But that's needless to say right now. My other points was simple, man. I want to talk about Zane Gonzalez because we definitely found our field goal kicker, and that shit should be solid week 1, barring he don't get hurt doing no stupid shit, riding no Segway or no dumb shit like that. Yeah, mate. We got our kicker. We got our number 1 quarterback. There's really nothing to discuss as far as what we don't have now. If I think about the linebacking play, and how we did as far as stopping the run. I gotta say, as a defense as a whole, they complimented themselves. The defensive backfield complimented the front end just as well as the front end complimented the defensive back. We had a couple sacks today. We had some quarterback pressures. So hell, we even had some bat downs today. We even had some motherfucking back downs today. So, yeah, that's for damn sure. I put the defense played the defense complimented itself today. You know what I mean? They complimented themselves today. That's what they did. But all in all, today we got the win. Today we had we actually faced 3 good quarterbacks. And I can honestly say that Sam Howell played great today. He put pressure on this defense. Shit, Carson Wentz is Carson Wentz. You know what I mean? We didn't give up no points for him. And shit, Tyler Heineke is Tyler Heineke. So, I mean, we actually saw good. We played against good quarterback play today. You know what I mean? Look, if you watch it right now and you enjoying the content, you know what to do. Step on the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, baby. We almost at that goddamn 1 click. Yeah, me. Share the video, and if you feel like it, jump in the Cashapp, show some love in the Cashapp. Big U, little N, double K 2021. And I also told y'all the wide receivers look great today. The wide receivers, for the most part, I mean, and somebody said Terrence Marshall Jr. was better than Rashad Higgins. Rashad Higgins played real good today. We had a couple of wide receivers that showed good everything today. So as far as the wide receivers go, I can't wait to see what we got further, as the preseason progressed going into week 1 of the regular season. I can't wait to see what we got there. I mean, I'm happy with the wide receiving room. I mean, as far as 1, 2, and 3 go, we got to leave that shit up to the coaching staff. Who's going to claim these jobs? I mean, Shit. Who gonna claim him? As far as I'm concerned, we got enough wide receiver talent to run wide, five wide, four wide, or double spread, all that shit. Really didn't see nothing from the tight ends today. Maybe because maybe we shouldn't have had expected any tight end action today. I mean, the tight ends was really a no-show today. As far as tight end play. Hell, I ain't see him. What about you? I ain't see him at all. I did see Matt Rule make a late game adjustment that ultimately got us the win. Because had he not had Matt Rule, see, for one, I thought he was about to show his ass because Matt Rule started calling time. Hey, look, if you remember, Matt Rule started calling them goddamn timeouts, man, around late third quarter. I'm thinking to myself, oh shit, Matt Rule about to eat these timeouts up when knowing we may need one of these motherfuckers in the bag, yo. But he ultimately made a late game adjustment. Y'all know what he did. I'm going to tell you what he did. Now, if you think about late in the fourth quarter, now this is after we went down. We down 20-21. Matt Corral's the quarterback. Matt Corral's struggling at this point. The pressure's getting there. Now, for some reason, and this is why I said at the beginning, Matt Corral was on his one read shit today. He was on his one read, get the fuck out the house type shit. You know what I mean? So that right there, and then on top of that, he took shots he shouldn't have took. He got hit. He took hits he shouldn't have took today. This preseason one, nigga. Come on now. I mean, but needless to say, it just didn't look right, man. But the wide receivers came to play. The offensive line, and I'm talking about the bottom half of the offensive line. If that's all we got, and now it's some bright spots there deep in the depth. It's some bright spots there. Now I would be a fucking fool. I would be remiss to say it wouldn't when it is. You know what I mean? There is some good talent deeper in the depths on that offensive line. Some of that showed today. But yeah, they didn't look too good as a whole, especially later in the game. And like I told you, Matt Rule made a hella adjustment. He made a hella adjustment. At that point, Matt Rule just simply, even though we was down, Matt Rule didn't go to the screen game or none of that shit. He just turned around and played power football. He started handing the ball off. At times, the motherfucking unconventional gonna work for you the best. You know what I mean? Sometimes you may have to go unorthodox on these motherfuckers. You might have to walk backwards to goddamn get forward, if that makes any sense. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm assuming that they caught him off guard, which it did, because we essentially got the yardage we needed to get to where we needed to get in field goal range, and on top of that, we ran the clock down to 24 fucking seconds. So shout out to Matt Rule for making a late game adjustment. And and for Matt Rule, for your information, there's going to be a lot of those this season. There's going to be a lot of those times, a lot of those opportunities for you to try to show us you got a fucking brain in there and make these adjustments. And shout out to this one working, because honestly, you caught the Commodores sleep. They were sleep late, Matt Rule, because they thought you was going to continue to try to push the ball down the field, which if you would have been detrimental. We would have damn sure lost that game had you kept it in Corral hands. You know that. We know that. I'm thankful for the fact you smartening up. That ultimately equated to a win. We gotta shout Matt Rule out for making that late game adjustment. If you didn't see it, I'm pointing it out to you now. You hear me? Shout out to Tevin Henderson. What's popping, my G? Lamar Griffin, Mile High 81. 880, 980. What's popping? ICP, what's good, my G? Dimitri, you enjoy this shit today? I mean, I saw a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot to take away from today's game. A lot to take away. I can't wait to see Friday's game. Hey, mind you, we Friday night, 7 o'clock. Be there, be square. I can't fucking wait, man. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so juiced up. And shout out, Dimitri. Was that you that said the preseason didn't mean shit? Who was that said that? Cosmic Tron, what's popping? Who was that said preseason didn't mean shit? Lamar Griffin, what's up, my G? We in this bitch. We recapping preseason game 1. We want to know, goddammit. I can't wait to see after the day who's all want to know. You know what I mean? Watch what I'm telling you. Watch what I'm telling you. You got to build a winning culture early. You got to build the winning culture early. Preseason, training camp, OTAs, it has to start early. Lance, hey, what's popping? Yeah, man. Now hey, look, I ain't want to jump into the offensive line yet, as far as pass protection go, Lance, hey, because we going live on Panthers Uncensored later on tonight here, and my one of my partners in Q, Black Cat Panther podcast, he has the assignment of critiquing the offensive line. So I'm leaving that to him. I ain't gonna even touch on that. But hey, look, you saw Icky today. I said what I said about Icky in previous lives. Y'all know what time it is as far as Icky go. I saw that motherfucker over there on the sideline trying to explain his goddamn self. It's time for him to wake up, though, honestly. It's honestly time for Icky to wake the fuck up. Because potentially he could fuck up his money. Now, Icky a top 10 pick, and if he turns out to be what the fuck he's supposed to turn out to be, he could be a high paid player. He could be one of the highest paid players in this league. Offensive linemen, left tackles, dominant left tackles get big money, man. Icky might be fucking his bag up early. He need to quit thinking shit so funny all the goddamn time. Every time I look up, that motherfucker smiling and shit. Quit thinking shit so funny, man. It's time to wake up, Icky. It's time for him to wake up, though. It's time for him. Shit, man. Hey, I think we should try and make God too. But I don't know. I don't know. It ain't up to me, man. Kenny Gregory, what's good, my G? What's popping? Yeah. Panthers Uncensored. Panthers Uncensored. Big Cat. He say Icky pissing me off. Yeah. Shout out. Hey, we gonna get into it. We gonna get into that. Yeah, C-Dog. Hey, look here, man. I'm not going. Hey, look. Time go tell what the fuck Icky is, man. Time go tell. But shout out Big Cat. Big Cat, I wasn't too impressed in the run protection neither today. We wouldn't move any chains with the fucking run game today. Yeah, me. Shit, that was another reason Matt Corral took more of the pressure he took late this game here. Matt Corral was under more pressure than all three of the quarterbacks today combined. I'm talking PJ Walker, Sam Donald, and Baker. All of them combined today, Matt Corral took more hits and had more pressure on him in 8 minutes. God damn it. It's like they had a hit on that nigga today. So I mean, I need to see more of Matt Corral because I know he better than what the fuck he displayed today. But shout out to Matt Rule for making that late game adjustment because it ultimately equated to the win. And Zane Gonzalez, the nigga certified field goaler. We got us one there. He gonna win us some games. Zane Gonzalez gonna win us some games this year alone. I'm telling you. So shout out Zane. That might be the jersey I get. He gonna win us some ball games. Shit, man. Yeah, we gotta. I mean, I saw the talent today. Shout out Trey Folk, Classic Man underscore TV. I mean, we saw a lot of things today that we could take from the actual preseason win. We got the win. Let's not forget that. Please, let's not forget we got that goddamn win. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited. Like I told y'all before, it's gonna take well-balanced teams to beat us. You know what I mean? A simple pass attack will not beat this defensive backfield. Shout out to my defensive backfield for actually being the starting and the shining point of the entire game today. I mean, the defensive backfield forced two turnovers, you know what I mean, which ultimately turned into points. I mean, come on now. Let's be real. I told y'all if they go be who the fuck I said they go be, they gonna have to show their face today. And they did. They came out the house today. And I'm happy with it. They gonna show their face next week. And the week after that. This is one thing that's gonna be constant on our team this year. And that's that entire defensive backfield, the culture, the scheme, all of that shit. All of that shit is gonna be constant this year. Look, we're getting close to week one. I will give you a certified season record prediction when we hit after the last preseason game. I will give you that. And trust me, it's gonna be about the same. If it changes, it's gonna change for the better. I'm very excited. What I wanted to see today, I actually saw. Was I impressed? I'll say Sam Donald maybe was a bright spot. If we're being honest, Sam Donald was a bright spot today. Got hit through a touchdown. Still hit still hit Rashad Higgins. Um, was I impressed with Shy Smith today? Yeah. Every opportunity they called on Shot Smith today, he answered. Had a big play in the first half. You know what I mean? Had a big play in the first half. So yeah, Shot Smith looked like he's in that field ready. Was I impressed with Higgins? Yeah, definitely impressed with what Higgins did today. Was I impressed with my defensive backfield? Kirkwood looked real good today. Yeah, he did. Shout out the Rod for a Sooner. Hell yeah, Kirk. Look, like I say, we got a deep wide receiving room. It's gonna be times we can run a 4 wide, 5 spread out that bitch. You know what I mean? Even though it's C-Mac. It's gonna be times we truly can put strain on defenses. And with what I saw as far as offensive scheme today, especially early, we're gonna take shots down the field. This offense will be explosive as far as pass game go. We know Christian McCaffrey's a one hitter. He a one hitter. Shit, now if Christian McCaffrey see the hole and hit the hole, he could be damn near gone. So Christian is very explosive at the running back position. So wide receiver, we very explosive as far as the players we have. Hey, we even got to see Shy Smith on a punt return. And look, he looked good on punt return. So Shy Smith was a very bright spot today, which I kind of knew he would be. I kind of knew that. I knew he would get a lot of snap today. And his shit gonna increase leading up to preseason 2 and 3, weeks 2 and 3. So yeah, I was very impressed with the wide receiving group, and the only way that can happen is the quarterback play. I think Sam Donald was impressive today. I ain't gonna shit on him. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I'm gonna keep it a whole thing. Sam Donald played good today. I mean, shit, if I'm really gonna keep it a whole thing with you, PJ even had good moments in today's game. He was very inconsistent today, also inaccurate than a motherfucker at times today. PJ, but what I will say is PJ made good decisions today as far as when to get out the pocket, when to run, when to use his feet and slide. He got down at times. PJ kept the chains moving. So, and I will say this. I will say this again. The coaching staff put a heavy emphasis on red zone offense. It was apparent today. They did that in training camp. It was reported that in training camp. So with that being said, it was on display today. We had multiple opportunities in the red zone today, and each time we came away with points. That right there equates the wins. God damn it! Now what we finished with today. What was the score? 23-21. Yeah, so 23 points today. If we can average 23 points for 17 weeks, listen here. Listen here. And if the defense can do what they did, and I'm expecting the defense to get better, especially in the back end. We was missing pieces today. And shout out to Justin Burris. Justin Burris made plays today. He showed his face today. Big tackle in the first half. Woke me the fuck up. Hell, it excited me. Justin Burris came out of nowhere. Bam! Knocked the ball loose. Y'all saw that shit. Come on there. This is what we live for. You know what I mean? If we got that type of mentality, especially on that back end, man, please. I can't wait. I'm excited for this defensive backfield, man. I'm fucking excited. Very excited. Look, step on that goddamn like button if you in here. Y'all already know what to do. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that for me. Do that for me, please. Anyway, shout out Cheese Todd. I see you, my G. Donald Vaughn, what's popping? TJ, what's good? What's good with you? We in this motherfucker, man. Shout out to everybody that show that love, baby. Y'all see the Cashapp. It's posted in the chat. You know what I mean? But we back at it. Offensive line didn't look good. I don't want to get into the O-line because we gonna critique it later on. So I'ma stay away from it. But as far as the run protection go, it was not what I was expecting it to be. You know what I mean? I told y'all a week ago that this run game was gonna be great. But then again, we didn't have no starting backs playing today. So I really that it's a I really can't say what it was just yet. You know what I mean? Maybe when I see what Christian is behind it. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I might be jumping the gun a little bit. He said, I'm like 57. What you mean, Corey David? What you mean you like 57? 57 years old? Oh, the team number. You gave him a 57? Oh, number 57. Oh, number 57. Hell yeah. Hey, I mean, but all in all, I knew what the bright spots would be as far as the defense go. There was no shine. I mean, there was really no bright spots in the linebacking core today, and I'm just being honest. I mean, number 57 made a few tackles. If you want, who was it? Who was number 57? Because I don't even remember the number. Corey Davis said he was the 57th person to hit that like button. Shout out to Corey Davis. I love you for that, my G. No bullshit. The real Zero Chill. What's popping? He say Brandon Smith made some plays. Yeah, he did. It's kind of overshadowed, but he made some plays. He made a few plays. I mean the defense. If you consider each string of quarterback that came in that we played against today and only giving up 20 points. I mean, hell, the defense played pretty good today. A pretty good defensive game today, man. If I could say at least say that to say the least, they did all right. You know what I mean? I mean, I enjoyed the game fully, but like I say, the biggest thing that I can say has to get better is Matt Corral. But I can't say that because they put I got to see him behind better protection. Can he will he be better behind the same line PJ and Sam Donald had? I'm sure he will. I'm absolutely sure he will. B Print 101, what's popping? He say Damian Wilson is number 57. Shout out to William Baker for that cash app. One love, William Baker. You know I love you for that, my G. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, if I mean a lot of players made plays, man. A lot of players made plays, especially in that defensive backfield. I'm not y'all ain't go front on them. You ain't go front on them there. That's gonna be the driving force of this defense. The cornerbacks, safeties. You know what I mean? Because if and what I'm thinking, if what I'm thinking is true, and they're gonna force turnovers as far as interceptions, fumbles. Yeah, this defense. And look, I told y'all the last live top 5 defense. I'm almost ready to stand on that shit. After this week, after this first week of preseason, all of the analytics is gonna be out. The major media broadcasters gonna talk about it. They're gonna have these numbers up, and they're gonna have the defenses ranked already after week 1. Watch what I tell you, and you watch what I say. Watch where the Carolina Panthers are ranked after preseason week 1. Watch what I'm telling you. After week 1, I mean, it's very interesting, man. It's very interesting, and I am expecting these boys to get nothing but fucking better. You understand me? That's all they go do. Shout out to the 80, to the 99 in the motherfucking chat. Step on that like button, baby. We in here. We in this motherfucker. So let's cap off. Let's cap off week 1. Let's cap off week 1. Okay, started before the game, broke breaking news. We found out who the fuck wasn't playing, and who didn't play. We kind of figured they wouldn't play, so we ain't really lose nothing there. So I look at the quarterback play today, and I'm talking Baker Mayfield, the little short stint he had. I mean, it was very fucking brief, but Baker looked crisp. He looked like he ain't miss a beat. So I'm excited for what they expect out of Baker Mayfield. You know what I mean? Very excited. Didn't see any DJ Moore, didn't see Robbie Anderson, didn't see Terrence Marshall. But what we did see at wide receiving today was pretty fucking good to say the least. Hey, this wide receiving core we went out there with today was nothing less than 4 not it wasn't third stringers, it was less than third stringers we had out there today, and we still won the game, still won the fucking game. So if that's not big in our motherfucking wide receiving group up, then I don't know what is. Because mind you, we ain't have 1, 2, or 3 out there today. And this wide receiving core look better than they 1 and 2. They won 2 and 3, and they had they 1, 2, and 3 quarterback out there, and they won played long. The one played the whole fucking first half, didn't he? Didn't Carson Wentz play the whole first half? Something like that. Shit. So Carson Wentz played the whole first half. So that means our first and second string defensive backfield shut his ass the fuck down. So we could definitely our second stringers can handle their first stringers. So as far as their defensive backs go, and I'm talking about the Commodores. Do y'all realize we didn't have our number 1, 2, or 3 wide receiver out there today? Nor any threat as far as tight end go. Y'all do realize this, don't you? And this wide receiving core, Rashad Higgins, Kirkwood, these other, and there was some other boys that made a few plays today. They actually played better than they number ones and number twos. This is how deep our fucking wide receiving room is. So after week 1, I take away another point, key point. This wide receiving group is real thick. Hey, we might have some trade leverage there. Now think about it. Shit, with the depth and the talent we got at wide receiver, we may have trade depth. We may have some trade leverage. So fucking equity. Now, mind you, even with the defensive backs on our team, we didn't have our 1, 2, or 3 out that motherfucker. To say what the fuck? Listen, we did not have our 1, 2, or number 3 cornerback out that bitch today. Do you realize that? Do you realize that? Shout out down to B. We dangerous as fuck. Hey, look, if anything, the smoke screen is how dangerous we are. We so far up under the motherfucking radar, nigga. We might as well be a fucking man, please. I don't even want to say it. I ain't gonna say it. I can't say it on this platform. But we so far under the radar, so far undetected. We are undetected, the silent fucking killers that we are on this defense. Man, please. Man, please. I don't even have to say nothing else. I ain't got to say nothing else as far as this defensive backfield, because these boys, we got depth there. Because we didn't play our 1, 2, and 3 there neither. Nor did we play our 1, 2, and 3. Look, Matt Rule tried to show off. Hey, shout out Big Cat. Shout out everybody. Shout out C-Dog. Matt Rule strutting there. He got his balls out. This nigga had the audacity to come out here as light as he did and still win. Do y'all understand what the fuck he just achieved today? Even though, granted, it was a preseason game, but it was still live action against Ron Rivera, a fucking head coach that's done been there. That's done been to the fucking promised land. Whether or not he won or not, Rivera been there. So by all accounts, Rivera and his coaching staff should have outcoached Matt Rule today. They should have outcoached it, boy. But it ain't happened. Matt Rule made a late game adjustment that ultimately got us the fucking win. Shout out Matt Rule. Now, with that being said, we are truly under the fucking radar. These motherfuckers is underestimating us, man. There's no other way to say it. We didn't play our 1, 2, and 3 wide receivers yet, and still we look better than they did in the passing game. We didn't play our 1, 2, and 3 cornerbacks, and they couldn't do shit on us in the pass game. Hell, a little couple dinks and dunks. You know what I mean? But nothing big over the top. I ain't seen nothing. We ain't get beat big over the top not once today. And mind you, it was a man. What the fuck are we talking about here? 20 plus picks, man. The defensive backfield. I mean, listen, man. Hey, man. Hey, man. What we talking about? Let these motherfuckers keep sleeping on us. Let these motherfuckers keep sleeping on us. They fuck a bed, fuck a spread, fuck a sheet, goddammit. Yeah, man. Keep sleeping on us. I don't know what the hell these motherfuckers thinking about. You hey, listen here. Oh yeah, shout out Lance. Hey, we definitely we own the airway, nigga. I can't wait. Look, it makes me it makes me want to dig deeper into this fucking schedule now, because prior to this, I said shit like Joe Burrow, this nigga's gonna be a task. Like I said, but now there's no wide receiving group out here that may be that's gonna truly beat us. I'm telling you, there's no passing game, no passing attack in the NFL that's going to truly beat us. You're going to have to be multi-dimensional on offense. You're going to have to be able to run whenever you want to and pass the ball in order to beat us. You're going to have to. I'm sorry. There's no other way to beat this defense. I'm telling you now. Whether or not we get pressure, and at the times we got pressure today, man, the times we did get pressure, it ain't do nothing but bode well on the back end. Picks, we got a pick. You got fumbles. I mean, this team is actually better than what the fuck we actually think it is. Because now that I realize what we actually put out there today, and still got the win and still looked as impressive as we did on offense, especially the first 3 quarters. I mean, when it came to Matt Corral, it's a different story. We gonna have to break his 8 minute and 18-second play down all in one live. It was a lot there to stomach. It was a whole lot there when Matt Corral hit the field. That's a whole live inside itself. You know what I mean? So, but everything else, it's a plus for me. We got a short turnaround. We play Friday, so you know what I mean. And this week it's joint practice, so Belichick will have a better game plan against whatever we throw at their ass this week. So, with that being said, those in-game adjustments that I alluded to earlier, Matt Rule, there's going to be plenty of times that you're going to be faced with these opportunities that your monkey ass going to have to make an adjustment. And I'm expecting you to at least tip to. You hear me? I don't think. Hey, look, we coming into this week now 1-0. Belichick don't want to lose their game, especially in Foxborough. Belichick, even though it's a preseason, Belichick go do what he got to do to try to win this game. So this game is gonna be a good test for us. Granted, it's preseason, but shout out to the motherfucker who said preseason don't mean shit. Hey, look, I'm gonna change. Hey, look, this year your mind gonna change. This year, whoever had they reserves the preseason, this year we gonna change your goddamn mind about preseason because you're gonna finally understand exactly what preseason means to the regular season. Don't ever. It's almost like foreplay. Goddamn it, shit. If she want that thing sucked, you gonna have to suck that thing. You know what I mean? Quit playing with her. Do what the fuck she asked you to do. You know what I mean? You can't run from the preseason. It's foreplay. You know what I mean? It's leading up to the bus off. You dig? Y'all niggas crazy, man. Talking about the preseason don't mean shit. I pity the motherfuckers who say that shit. I pity that shit. Shit, man. Preseason is everything. If you don't believe me, let your star player get injured in preseason. Then tell me it don't mean shit. Then tell me preseason don't mean a thing when your star player missing the rest of the season for a preseason injury. Tell me that shit don't mean shit. Motherfuckers can get hurt in the preseason. So it's live, nigga. It's live football. It means everything. You go into a preseason game thinking it don't mean something, you gonna be that nigga sitting on the goddamn golf cart riding your ass to the goddamn training room. You know what I mean? As soon as you take your guard down. I mean, we got to stop sleeping on the preseason. Preseason is the interlude. Like I said, the preseason showed me today that we got plenty of depth at cornerback position, at wide receiver position. Hey, we also got depth at offensive line. Somebody asked me, and shout out to Q, because it was Q who alluded to this. But with all this depth we have at offensive line, it's no wonder Matt Rule keep coming out saying shit like we're still trying to configure where people gonna go, who's gonna start at certain positions. Because if you got multiple pair of sneakers that go with the shirt you're gonna wear, you're gonna have a problem picking what sneaker you're gonna wear. So Matt Rules is basically telling us there's a lot of talent there, and we're still in live competition as far as this offensive line go, especially at certain positions. So I mean, I really can't fault Matt Rule for doing or at least trying to configure things the way he's trying to configure things. But what I do know is come week one, you gotta have this shit figured out, man. All of that ring around the rosy shit dead, nigga. Come week one, you should be locked in, Matt Rule. But granted, it's the preseason. I give you this fill out process. It's a fill out process, a preseason for. You find, like I told you, it's foreplay. That's what the fuck it is. I mean, like I said, this game was a good game. Everything about this game was good. I saw bad calls on referees' hand. I saw nice tackling. I saw poor tackling. What I didn't see is real good run game from the Carolina Panthers. I saw the Washington Commodores attempt to run the ball on us multiple times, but it didn't work for them. I saw a stouter run defense in preseason game, preseason one, but we'll see if that shit has a life to it. Let's see if it's sustained. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean everything I look for today, I actually saw. Am I impressed? I'm not highly impressed, no, but I am impressed with certain things on this team that I saw today. I think I laid them out. So with that being said, shout out to everybody who tapped in. One love to everybody in the chat. If you enjoyed the content, step on the like button, share the video. If you ain't subscribed already, do that for me, man. Show me that love. I appreciate y'all. One love. On the next week, baby. It's on the New England.